Okay. This is kind of a part 4. This is a part 4, or it's a part 5, I guess, because we let the actors do one for 30 minutes. But Paige, Parker, and I,
and Kitty,
and the meow,
and a kitty are
food so we can get a shot.
Yeah, Parker, you want to explain that? I'm going to throw this mic to you.
I think it's still working. Yes, this is Werner Herzog. We're waiting for the domesticated pussycat to come eat its tuna. We're waiting for Paige's cat. Miss Pickles. She's not married. She's not Mrs.
It's Miss Pickles.
She's single. She's ready to mingle. Miss Pickles.
She's fixed.
Except she's fixed, so she's still ready to mingle, but just not have the after byproducts. As you can tell, we're very tired and bored from waiting for Miss Pickles. Look at her, she's yawning. Even she's bored. We were waiting to get a shot of her, an insert shot of, because she's going to be Moses, the main character. She is going to be his cat. And we just did a scene where he makes his food for him, and then he opens up a can of tuna for her. And we basically need a close-up shot of her eating the tuna, because it's going to be cute, and it'll work well in the edit. And we already sent home all of our actors, and now we're just waiting for this actor, this furry actor, to do her damn job. As Joe is pointing towards the tuna, and she just doesn't give a damn. She's just like, what the no, screw you. She just wants the laser pointer. But I shan't give it to her until she eats her tunas.
It's only $100.
Only.
So yeah, today was actually a really quick day of actual shooting. Yeah. But we had so much extra that we had to get done before we did it. We had this... So the movie takes place largely in a trailer park. And we were initially going to borrow one of Paige's cousins. They were renting out a trailer. And so we were considering shooting there. And then Paige vetoed that idea for personal reasons. And then, so everything kind of fell through. We do have the exterior of the trailer. We have a trailer for the exterior that a friend of mine lives at right now. And he let us, film all over the place over there. And that was the day where I couldn't actually be there and direct, but we'll talk about that in a second. But anyway, we didn't have the interior for the trailer. And a couple months ago, I believe, Paige, right? I believe a couple months ago,
Paige is falling asleep.
Paige told me that we should consider using the apartment that she's living in right now, her parents' little place for her up in they have a big house, so they got an extra little apartment area. And just making that the inside of the trailer. But Paige, could you tell us what it takes in order to match the outside of a trailer into the inside of your apartment? Just go through the whole process.
God. Well, dear gentle listeners.
Oh, Jesus.
So we basically built a wall and a doorway in between, a sublet hallway between the apartment. And what are you doing?
Just making you back off the mic.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
I was doing.
I don't know what you wanted from me. So there's a weird little hallway in my little apartment area, and it just doesn't. It obviously doesn't look like a trailer. So we basically built an area that comes out about 90 so degrees, and it looks fairly similar to what the trailer that we filmed at the exteriors at. So I hope it makes sense, or at least enough where people don't Reddit the crap out of it. So that's cool. The rest though, you can't look at the ceiling because the ceilings are really high. So vaulted ceilings, darling. And we just, I mean...
We had a whole wall that is not there.
A whole wall. So, essentially like on the studio set where... I guess we're Seinfelding it, where we don't go past the TV that we have placed in the middle of the room.
So it feels smaller.
Yeah, so it feels smaller, and we just use one of the smaller rooms in the kitchen, and that's basically our layout there. So, I mean, I think that works. So that's good. I made sure that our main character had a sad, pathetic, small twin bed that's only on the ground. And
Really fought for that one too.
I did. Because a single man is not going to have a queen-size bed if he hasn't had a reason to have a queen-size bed. Like, he doesn't have any women in his life. He's not thinking about that. Like, no. He's got a single bed, and until a woman comes into his life that's like, oh, hell no, then he'll buy a bigger bed. Uh-huh. So, the woman in his life is our...
bed this entire time, Paige.
Exactly.
You know what my excuse was?
It's because no one's told you to go get a queen size bed. Oh my god. And so I mean that's pretty great. And then
it wasn't on the ground.
Well, that's a step up.
Thank you.
Step up. Literal step up. And here's this cat. Oh, she's trying to get in. Oh, and she's in the other room.
The cat does not want to eat this damn tuna.
But what about, damn it, that sucks. You guys, I swear, she's normally on point, you know?
Yes.
She's not right now. So, Case, our awesome production manager, designer, and I'm tired. Designer came and he worked like crazy hard, like sweaty, and like built us a wall, put it together,
put a door
in, matched it as close as possible to. Gotta close that door. She's gonna go back. This is probably going to be the weirdest podcast because you're like...
Oh, we're just waiting on a shot with the cat.
Hearing all this weird side stuff. But there was like... So he had to cut like a hole in the top part of the door to match the trailer door. And that I think was a big pain for him because I think that took him like all day yesterday.
Oh, yeah. He worked on it yesterday and he worked on it
today. He awesome job. Like if he wasn't here, I don't know what we would do.
I don't know. He's not being paid very well.
No, I wish we could pay him more.
Me too. I wish I could pay everybody more.
Yeah, I wish I was getting paid.
Yeah. We're going to try to make it happen.
Whatever.
I'm in debt for this.
I know. That's a bummer. I guess what we do for art.
That's right. For art. Pain is temporary. Pain is temporary. Film is forever.
Film is forever.
I don't think that's a Werner Herzog quote, though.
Oh, it's not?
No, but...
Are you guys just making it one of those quotes?
By him doing that voice, it's making it...
Werner.
But whatever it is, blank is for cowards, so... Like...
I think we had a really fun day.
ND filters are for cowards.
Yeah, we just say it to everything.
You had a really fun day, Paige?
I think so. I thought it was stressful because like there's all these people in my house. We put my shit everywhere, and like I'm like, oh my god, I have so much crap.
Yeah, we had to come in here at 9 a.m. and we didn't start shooting till 2:30.
And I really just wanted to be sleeping still. That's also part of the irritation. And then I was getting a little stressed.
No, you weren't.
Well,
Eric's being Eric.
Whatever.
She's eating other food over there?
No. Hey, stop her, Paige. Stop her. Paige, stop her. Go.
What's wrong with that cat?
Move. Go. So the cat went to eat the dry cat food.
What a weird cat.
What in the world is going on? Why was that even there? Why was that an option? We knew we had to get this cat to eat this food.
Miss Pickles, you're killing me.
Oh, Paige. Oh, no.
Oh, poor Kitty. She's such a weirdo.
Making such a big...
Some of the dry food in...
Try it.
Yeah, try it. Make sure she sees you do it, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Look at that. She's way into this.
Hell yeah. Yeah, good, Paige, good.
Good Paige. Good Paige.
Good, Paige. Good. She comes for it. You gotta get out of the shot, Paige.
In, out, in, out.
Oh, your shadow will be in still. I'm just saying when she does come. You're out right now.
Meow, meow. Meow, meow.
Yes, beautiful.
This is live on the set footage. Audio footage.
God damn it. You guys, I don't know what to friggin' do.
Don't feed the cat. We'll come here in the morning.
She didn't eat. This is all I put in today. She hasn't eaten today.
What's wrong with your cat?
She's just not into it.
Yes, good. Come on.
Come on, you piece of shit.
Mama.
That's my little octopusy.
Meow, meow.
Oh my god. She's toying with us. She's toying with us.
It would be so easy. We'd be done so long
Oh
ago.
my gosh. Come here, Meow. She's doing that thing cats do when they like rub their face against something. It's when they're marking their pheromones. Basically, a big old fuck you.
No, you can't go in either of those.
She's all sad. She's like, oh, please, sir, let me in. Let me into the room so I can hide underneath the bed. It's so hard out here.
Yeah, stop with those accents, Paige.
What? They're funny.
Stop.
Okay, you know what? Even if your listeners say they're the worst, I hate them. I don't care. I don't care.
Hey, why don't you care about my listeners, Paige?
I don't care if they care that my accents are dumb. That makes all the sense in the world.
Kitty. Come here.
Mal. Ugh.
Paige, how many shirts have you worn today?
3. I thought about changing yet again, but I didn't.
That include what you slept in? That'd be 4, wouldn't it?
No, but you can't count that one.
Oh, come on.
That's like getting ready for the day. That one doesn't count.
Okay.
But I did consider going and putting on pajama bottoms.
3 shirts today.
3. It was. I think that was probably part of my stress. That was like
It's the amount of shirts.
shirts. I'm like, I can't wear this right now.
Paige, we're gonna get her interested.
I gotta wear something else. Okay, here we go. Here we
Get
go.
her interested in that. Everyone just remain calm. Just go about your business.
Yeah. Oh, she's way upset.
That's the good dry food. How about I pet you while you
Did you start rolling?
No. I just want to get her comfortable.
The cat does not want to cooperate.
She does not.
Get her. Just keep petting her. Just keep petting her.
She's so tense right now.
Jesus.
I'm just sitting here. I'm not doing it.
What if we just have her kind
Paige
of
is-
next to the food?
Paige is petting the cat.
Does she have to eat it? Because we.
I would like her to.
Oh.
Oh, that's delicious. Ooh.
No! And the cat runs away.
This is crazy.
Explain the strategy. Just
It's gonna be like this.
explain the strategy.
Okay. So, I mean, we've got a delicious can of cat food here, and typically when one of those is opened, it's like a shark frenzy for these creatures. And, you know, the sound when it went off, she was like, oh, that's something I eat. Comes over to it. And then I think there's too many of us and we're all just staring at her. She's like bouncing out of there. And ever since then, she's just not coming into it. She's not interested. And she went and ate the dry food instead of the soft food, which is why I was laughing so hysterically. I couldn't even get over there to stop her. So now we're just like, pick her up and we're like, oh, we'll put you near the food and we'll put a couple driblets of dry food in it. And I don't know. And didn't work. She's over in the mess of crap I have on half of my place. And
damn her.
Oh, so much stuff.
Can you... I know we kind of touched upon this briefly last time, quote unquote.
Yeah. Can I give up and just lay on that couch now?
Why are you giving up?
I can't give up. Paige.
You can't give up, Paige.
Lay on the couch?
Hold on.
We need you to console the cat.
All right.
We need to talk
Look
movie.
at her. She's not interested.
Get her over here.
Look, you know what? Who is interested? These people want to hear us talk about the making of this film.
Oh, yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about the last 3 days of shooting. What did we do 3 days ago?
I don't remember. Oh,
Holy shit, she's taking out the tape.
She is intent about getting into that room. You guys, we're not going to get her eating this.
All right, what did we do?
She's so
Okay, so you guys
stressed
did the Delio stuff yesterday that I wasn't there for.
All right, I'm going to just...
What'd you do the day before?
No, bring her over one more time, Paige. One more time.
One more time?
One more time.
One more time.
And I'll be ready to roll. Stick her face in it.
You're okay, Mau.
Okay, we're going to try the cat one more
Very
time.
upset. Sorry, Mau.
Keep her there. Keep her there. Keep her. No. Keep her there. Keep her there. No, come on, eat. Yeah, just better.
Cat massage.
Come on, cat.
Maybe punch in tighter.
It's for the movie. We can crop in.
We can only crop in so much, Parker. Don't keep using that term. If you want to pan over.
Look how stressed she is.
I know, she's tight as like a wire.
Relax, Mau.
Come on.
Look at that food. Touch it, Paige. Touch the food.
No, it's gross.
Put it on your finger and put it on her face.
That's what I tried to do earlier. I want to do it.
Ooh.
No, see, she's like...
I know, she's gonna
stressed.
bolt.
Look at her front end right here. See that?
Yeah.
Is it because we're watching
Okay,
her?
I'm just gonna move, and you just get what you get. Okay?
Okay.
Move, Joe.
No! Oh, but look, she didn't go to the door. She
Bolted.
ran out.
Went away.
Okay, you guys, we'll just try to do this in the morning.
Oh, that's going to be impossible.
Damn that cat.
Well, let's just try and get it when it's dark again, at another time.
Eric could have just read his line on the first thing.
You know, he kind of got it. Honestly, we probably don't need it.
We don't need it.
We need it.
But I kind of really want it.
Oh, we need it.
You guys, let's just get it. Let's just get it when we black out things. Okay.
Let's just get. Let me do a Paige impersonation that you can't hear on the podcast. Let's just.
You guys just
Get it blacked out.
wait. You bother me, I'll punch you straight in the face.
If I bother you, I don't even know what that means. Like, what?
If you bother me? What do you mean? How do you not know what bother means?
Like, at what point is the bothering level?
Oh,
When is that?
I guess when you get punched in the face,
Oh, well, no.
then you'll know.
Pickles.
Well, you just threatened me right now. Was that the bother limit?
No.
Doing an impersonation of you doing like the sexy hair
Sexy
flip?
hair, gross.
That's what you just did.
What did I?
What do you call that hair flip?
Yeah, hair flip.
Step back.
Hair flip.
I didn't flip my hair.
It was a hair flip.
Watch. As soon as I tear everything down, she's gonna come over here and start eating. I guarantee you. Watch
All right,
this.
Paige, you gotta like not have food out for the cat for like half the day tomorrow, so that we can get this tomorrow night.
No, the whole day. Don't feed that.
It's not starve the cat. It's just make the cat a little hungry.
All right.
They can go.
All right.
They can go days without food.
They can't. She was stuck under. All right. So at one time, I attempted to make this cat an outdoor cat. It failed miserably. She did not do well. She was so desperate to get inside. It was actually very sad. And I guess she had ended up clawing her way into the basement part of my parents' house, like the foundation area, through the insulation. and had been down there for like weeks. I thought she'd been picked up by the pound or hit by a car. Like, I was like beside myself with like guilt, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I did this to this animal. This is all me. And then I hear this like cry, this like meowing, and I think it's a cat from outside. And then I'm like, no, because I'm in the middle of like the living room downstairs. And then I put my head to the floor, and it's like coming from the floor. And it's obvious it's Miss Pickle. And so I go down to the foundation area and I call her, and there she comes running up, super skinny, and like just meow meow meow. And I'm like, because she's a Siamese cat, so she's very talkative, and she's telling me all about her woes. And I just felt so awful, like, worst person in the world. Like,
well, it's because you were at that point.
I didn't know that she was down there. I would never have been like, yes, please stay down there and starve to death for 2 weeks. No. And so I brought her inside. I gave her a few days to chill out. And then I'm like, okay, we'll try it again. Put her back outside. She goes right back into the like foundation of the house within like a half a day. And so there you go. Can never be an outside cat. End of tale.
Paige, what did we do for the last 3 days? Like, what did we do? I'm trying to think. The day after we podcasted, what did we do?
We did, okay, yesterday was the trailer park.
Uh-huh.
The day before that was... Oh, that was with Adam and Renee when they were in their trailer.
Little apartment. It's not a trailer.
Basement apartment. My bad. And then
Cousin Rick's basement apartment.
Basement apartment, and then we also
never mentioned in this entire movie.
I know. and then we did a chase scene with when she leaves. That was cool.
We did like a whole local fight scene.
Yeah. And a fight scene.
You want to just tell them about it? Tell them about it.
So we did one of the scenes, how much are we trying to keep this story a secret? No? Oh, okay.
Just tell them kind of the situation.
Okay. So, spoilers, but like...
Broad strokes.
Broad strokes. Essentially, the girl character in this, Renee, she's in an abusive situation with her boyfriend. Oh no, what happened? Oh. Well, and she's fighting with her boyfriend, and he's accusing her of, something that's probably not realistic because he's nuts, and he like grabs her and then he punches her, and she like falls to the ground, and then like she gets a knife from the kitchen, and she's like, don't you shove me, and then I'm doing a great job, and then she like, they're like circling each other, and then like she leaves. And he chases after her, and then like she's basically like running out the front yard, which was a really cool shot when we got it, because like some kids from the next door came by on their bikes. So when they were running out, they dodged them, and so it looked cool. It looked cool in camera, and it looked pretty natural, like just a bunch of teenagers, running around. And then we did also with. Where he's like having an emotional breakdown, the boyfriend or whatever, and like lighting their photos on fire, which looked super sweet in camera.
It looked so sweet, and the smoke was awesome. The smoke inside of the house.
That was not awesome. I was actually pretty nervous about that.
But it was, so it's my friend Dylan's apartment. Dylan's a childhood friend of mine. Been friends for a long time. Anyway, him and his girlfriend moved out a little while ago, and that's the place they got. And I just was like looking for a good place. Had to pick him up one day or something, or had to grab something. Can't remember what it was. And I was like, oh, hey man, can we use your apartment? And he was like, sure. And so we went in there hour before we started shooting, cleared it out, made it look like people had just moved in. And then we did the whole scene in there, and it was really cool of them to let us shoot there. We also had a scene that Paige freaking hated doing.
I didn't like it at all. I'm sure we've mentioned this on the podcast.
On the podcast.
What did I say? Did I say a word?
Podcast for women.
Kind Woman Radio.
Kind Woman.
podcast. Pandora has decided I need to have a radio station called Kind Woman Radio. I have no idea how this happened. It just created it. It's hilarious. It's like filled with like cranberries and, you know, Dixie Chicks or something. Yeah, anyway. What were we talking about?
We were talking about the scene.
Oh, yes. So I have this thing about love. I'm so sorry.
It's going to be like, I have a pun.
I'm going to try and keep the mic away. Is this okay right here?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. So I don't like love songs to be sung in general towards like, stop singing right now. I'm going to kick you in the face.
Kick me in the face.
I hope I didn't kick you in the I just don't like it. Like, it's like, to me, would you let me tell the story? I'm not going to tell the story if you're going to be singing. So I don't like it. Like, it's like whenever there's like that moment in a movie where the boyfriend's singing to the girlfriend, or when my friends tell me about their fiancés or boyfriends, they're like, yeah, he wrote me a song and he sang it to me, and I'm like, ugh.
That's pretty hot.
Like, no, nightmare. That's my nightmare. That's just so embarrassing to me. I even wrote it in a scene. I'm certain I've mentioned this before. It's nightmare. Anyway, we did one of those scenes, and where Adam character sings to Renee. It's like supposed to be a sweet moment to show that he's not so terrible.
It was a rewrite, last minute rewrite
for the actor, which is great. Actually, I think he kind of has a fun voice. You said that he sounded like Bob Dylan.
He Bob Dylan'd my song up. That's what I said. It was a little talky, like a little bit.
Well, I thought he did really well, actually.
Yeah.
I almost preferred the way that he sang it. Like, I was like, oh, that's not as embarrassing as I thought it'd be. And it's like...
She preferred we'll talk about that later.
Anywho, so that's what we did, and...
I saw your miserable face holding the boom. I saw your miserable face holding the boom as we were doing that scene, because you tried to stop us from filming that scene that night.
I did. But I actually kind of have a valid point. Like, we were really close on that light.
We were. We barely made it. We barely got all our shots in that night. And then after, we got him going through my sister's window, which was pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And then later we went to Caleb's townhome, and we got him on the inside, matching my sister's outside, and he went through and found a gun in another scene. So I thought it was a good day of shooting that day, and then you guys had to shoot all by yourself while I went to my grandmother's memorial service. Mm-hmm. So I just had, it was something I had to go to no matter what, and it happened after we had done our schedule and our film, so I had to go do that. And I told Parker a couple months ago, I was like, hey, man, there's a day here that you will have to direct. And he said, okay. No, that's like when she died, we knew that within that time frame that I was going to be making this movie, that's when my grandmother's memorial service would be. So we knew that would happen. We just didn't know exactly the day. And then the day came, and it was yesterday. So take me through yesterday if you two can, or maybe just Paige, because Parker's busy.
Parker, please come over here.
Paige, tell everyone.
I don't want to. All right, so here's the tale. It starts off at 2:00 in the afternoon. Yeah, did it? I don't remember. Anyway, so we go to the trailer park. I have to take my dad's Mustang for... it's a really nice one, too, and that stressed me out. Because I don't think he really realized that I was where we were going and what we were doing. I told him about it, and he didn't even know I was making a movie.
Oh.
He's like, you're making a movie? And I'm like, yes. I've been working on this for the past year. Over a year. How long have we been working on this?
Our whole life.
Our whole lives. Okay, so about a year. And he's just like, no clue. None whatsoever. That's my father. Anyway, but he did let me borrow it, so, well, I just took it, so who knows. And, you know, luckily no one, like, trashed it or anything. But, so Parker and I, we go there and we set up, and Antonio was just awesome. He made friends with these neighbors across the street that were just perfect. Just this guy with his belly, and he had like tattoos and a handlebar mustache, and his other buddy was like kind of like a kind of construction worker kind of guy, you know, and like he was feeding these ducks. He was like, he just like had bread and he just feed these ducks, and these little ducks would come over and they'd eat it up, and like they and so we just got them on camera, giving us permission to use their image, and Antonio just did the work for us, because like we're not good at that. We were weird and like young. We're like, oh, we don't feel comfortable talking to strangers, and like Antonio just went and got it. So he's awesome. And so that was like the scene of where they're just like hanging out, chit-chatting, and then Adam comes up to like threaten. No, he chases Renee into the house. Yeah, that's the one. And then it's like, Antonio's like, hey, what are you doing? And Antonio's just, he's the best. I just love him so much. I want to do another movie with him in it where he's like our main character again. And except for I want to do a comedy. That would be great.
Comedies are hard.
Yeah, we got to learn how to write those.
Yeah.
It's a journey. What if we just did like an ad-lib one? Like, what if we did like a mockumentary style where we did like a basic script idea?
Mockumentary. I have an idea for a musical mockumentary.
Like Waiting for Guffman?
It's called Brotherly Love. I'll have to tell you about it later. It's the best thing me and my friends have come up with ever, and
pretty sure it's like Waiting for Guffman. Have you seen Waiting for Guffman? Okay. One, watch Waiting for Guffman. It's about a small local theater making a musical, and it's a mockumentary. It's great. Anyway, so we did that, and then we did that, and then we did that.
What did you do?
And then we did that. So a couple. I'm just kidding. So most of the shots were of like Moses coming home, Moses leaving, Moses and Renee.
Believe it or not, we cut like 3 of those.
Yeah, Moses and Renee coming home, and then Adam watching them coming home and getting super jelly, and then there was a cool shot where Renee, like he comes up and he's like, you better open this door. And then Renee opens the door and she's got a rifle at her hip. So she like this little cute little girl looking badass with a gun, and her crappy boyfriend runs away. Ha 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 ha. Yeah.
What are you? I wasn't there.
Come on, Parker. I'm done talking. Like,
yeah. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
Okay, I want to know the shit talking that happened.
The shit talking? No shit talking.
I've been here this entire shoot.
There has been no shit talking whatsoever, Joe. There's none.
I don't believe it.
None. Like what? The
first thing that happened is I got on my grandmother's thing. Like I was able to turn my phone on again, respectfully, and then So I put, hey guys, I'm available for correspondence if you need me. And then the next thing I get is Parker being a douche. Put like, in like all caps, like, help. I can't even remember what it was.
Yeah, it was like, help, we need you, or something like that. And then Joe calls me. I hang up on him in a panic. Because you call me, I'm like, why is he calling me? Hang up. And then I was like, I gotta call him back. And then, because then I saw the messages. Like, I'm seeing it says all, like, when I turn my phone on once, and I react like that a lot. And like, when it's just people. It's not just you, it's just people. And like, so I call him back, and then he's like, what's happening? I'm like, nothing. Parker's just being an ass. And it's like...
And then in the background, him and Eric, I believe, like, screaming.
Yeah, he hung up.
We're fine, Joe.
We're fine, Joe. Yeah, we were fine. And then, I mean, the thing that Parker and I struggled with is, like, maintaining, diligence in making sure the shots get done quickly, because I think we definitely the first shot took us like how long? Like an hour and a half before we finally did anything, or an hour? Parker.
What was the first shot?
I don't remember, but it took us a while for us to get it. And then I realized, like, oh my gosh, we're taking like way too long. And so then we had to start pushing it, because we kind of split the duties of like directing. And I was like looking at the book and the shot list to make sure that we're getting what Joe wanted. And then it was just like, and then I'm forgetting to like make sure we're staying up on top of our time. And then so Eric took over kind of aiding for a hot minute, but his only motivation was for food. He wanted to get to lunch quicker.
Good motivator.
It was a good motivator.
Fast, keep Eric hungry.
Yeah, that's true. If you want
I hope they heard Parker.
So Parker said, if you want Eric to move fast, keep him hungry. So I guess essentially he's a cat is what we're comparing him to. No. And like, he's just, you can't tell him what to do. He's gonna complain about it and tell you all about his life.
Eric might listen to this.
He better.
He might.
He's not gonna. I don't think he'll
I
listen.
just called him a pussy.
I don't think he heard that. On the,
Nah, he has.
well,
It's clean enough that he's heard that.
anyway.
Eric, I only halfway mean it. I love you, Eric.
Go dump it.
All right, so real quick, someone pressed the record button while we were talking. Anyway, we all had a good time filming the last 3 days. I don't know how much you guys got of that, but yeah, good stuff.
I'm done talking about it.
Paige is done talking about it.
Call times tomorrow.
Okay. Call times tomorrow. That's what I just heard.
Tomorrow.
12.
All right. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.